That's right. Y'all could definitely get used to seeing this face because this what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and just pick up this phone all throughout the day so you can actually see the life of a rental car owner, a rental car business owner. I was talking. Matter of fact, first of all, today is Monday. I said earlier today Tuesday, and that's just it, man. You're gonna be getting you lose days, you lose time, you lose track, but you make a bunch of money. You heard me. So I was talking about earlier that I had my fingers crossed, hoping that I rent that car today that I just bought today, and I was saying it might not be because today Tuesday might be slow. Guess what? I don't know if you can see it, but my finger right there. You see the 2019 Hyundai Elantra? Yeah, it's booked tomorrow, 9 o'clock in the morning. It's gone, bringing back daddy some money. You heard me. So yeah, man, that's the life of a rental car agent. I went out there today, bought that car, put it on the market. Bam, it's already out there making money. That's the outside work. Now I'm back over here at the office, and somebody had one of my vehicles over the weekend, and he wound up having to go buy another tire. So what we wound up doing is I'm gonna send him his money back for the tire. But I did call him and let him know. I'm like, hey man, you went over your mileage. It's gonna cost about $200 extra for the over mileage. I owe you 150. How you want to handle it? He was like, however you want to handle it. So just to keep it clean, I like to keep things clean. I'm gonna go ahead and send him his money on Cash App, and I'm gonna go ahead and charge him for the extra miles that he did, just so it could be on my books as far as a business concern and everything. So yeah, man, that's this is the life. This is the life of a rental car business owner. Um, it is 7:49 right now. It's actually still daylight outside. I got a lot done today. I like it when I get a lot done. Got some money coming in today. I like it when I got money coming in. You understand? I got me a new car today, and I got a schedule for tomorrow. But like I said earlier, I'm going to keep that to myself because you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I intend on getting up tomorrow and going and get an oil change and putting that car back on the lot. But who knows what's going to happen when I get up tomorrow? When I get up tomorrow, I also intend on purchasing another couple other cars. I mean, something might happen at the bank. Who knows? Who knows? Y'all gonna know tomorrow when it's happening, when it's going on. Um, so when I got here, there was a payment in my Stripe account. You know what I'm saying? When you have your own private rental agency, Stripe is a good place to take payments. I take my payments through Stripe. So I found a payment there, and I need to put that in the correct account. So what I do is I use my credit cards, use my business credit cards to purchase my cars, right? So whatever that particular car needs, I stay with the card that I purchased that car with. For instance, um, the car I bought today. Well, actually, I use cash for that. So let's talk about the tire, the tire I bought, the guy I bought over the weekend. He bought a tire for a car that I bought with my American Express card. So I am going to pay him from that American Express card. Whenever I go and get an oil change for that particular vehicle, I'm going to use that American Express card. Now, if I go to get an oil change for another vehicle, I'm not going to use the American Express card. The American Express card is for that vehicle. If I go to get an oil change for another vehicle, I used another credit card, so I'm going to use that credit card to get the oil change for that car, or the tire change, or whatever the hell the car may need, right? So you'll probably hear me talk more about that operation as the days go by. But I do believe I'm gonna be spending a lot of time teaching car rental, just all throughout the day. All throughout the day. Why? Because once again, I do everything on my own. I don't have a camera person. Um, uh, I don't have somebody to do a lot of stuff. But that's good. That's good. It's gonna be good to learn from because you can do it on your own. A lot of people think, oh, I need a team or I need help. You don't need help. You don't need no help for the most part. Like I said, I just hired virtual assistants about a couple of weeks ago. I've been doing this business for 4 years. I hired them because I want to grow. I wanted to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And I do understand that I can't do all that myself. But a 25 car fleet is a pretty big fleet. If you've been researching and studying anybody that's doing rental cars, a lot of people don't even have that many cars. And I didn't realize it myself until I started paying attention to how many cars people got that I follow. I'm like, well, damn, I got more cars than them now. And I didn't realize it because I do things head first. I just went out and buy cars. I had almost lost count. And when I started paying attention, I'm like, okay, well, damn, I got like 25 cars now. And then since then, I sold two, and about two broke down. So it was like 25, then it went down to like 20. Then I bought another one, I bought two more. So between 20 and 25, I don't even know how many cars I got right now. Because a couple of them in the shop, a bunch of them is out working on the streets, and I sold a couple of them. So between 20 and 25 fleet, you can absolutely do on your own. You know what I'm saying? If you uh, if you if you mind your business, if you work on your business, you know what I'm saying? If you want to be, trying to do another job, or you want to, go coach a team or take a dance class and all these other things, I don't do all that. I don't go out to the club. I don't do none of that. I work on my business. When I get up in the morning, I eat breakfast so I can have energy, and I get on my computer and set up the day, and I'm working on that Monday through Sunday. Monday through Sunday. It's not easy. It's not fun. It's not cute, but it's a good business, and you make a bunch of money. And soon I will be able to go do all that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna take the time to sit down and actually hire eligible people, because I've just been hiring people that I meet, or friends and stuff like that. And I mean, if you're not looking to be into the car rental business, you know, it may not be for you. It's just not for the average person off the street. You have to understand what's going on and want what's going on, from what I'm learning. So let me see how I can cap this off. I told you about the beginning of the day. I didn't even get to eat breakfast today. I got up and I went to the gym, because that's another thing. I want to do other things. So I got up and I went to the gym, and then by the time I finished my workout, it was time to get it popping. I had a chance to stop and get a couple of tacos. I ate like a taco and a half today. I've been running off of that all day long. So I wanted to go ahead and shoot this video and cap the day off, and then I'll go ahead and feed myself properly. So today I got up and I went to go and buy that car. I went over there, and it wound up being more to it, because I brought credit cards and he didn't take credit cards, and his place was like 15, 20 minutes away. So I drove there, had to come back and get my cash. And then I went back over there, where I had to catch a Lyft back, because I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to go get that car. I can't drive both of them back. So I caught a Lyft. Caught Lyft over there. While he was doing the paperwork, I posted it. And then I left him, and I went to the other place where I normally buy cars from, because I was going to go buy another one. But like I said, I got there, and the lights wasn't working. And then I wound up looking at the other car, and I was going to buy it. Came all the way home, got the credit card, went back, and then the car wound up not being, it wasn't ready. Long story short, it wasn't ready. So I was going to get another one, but that car didn't have enough to buy that one. So back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But hey, man, it was worth it. It was definitely worth it. Even though all that was back and forth, I still bought another car. And what you're going to find out when you start your business is every car is going to bring you around $1,000 a month or more. So even though back and forth to just one day to day, that's an extra $1,000 a month. At your job, if you get a raise, it's going to be $1,000 a month? No, it's not going to be another $1,000 a month. I just added a whole another $1,000 a month to my income. You dig? And tomorrow, I intend on adding more to my income, my monthly income. So if you want to do a car rental business, you know what I'm saying, get your little business together, get your money together so you can go buy. I mean, personally, I wouldn't recommend starting off with one, because the minute something happens to that one car, it's over with for you. You know what I'm saying? Now, if that's all you can afford, if that's all you got, go ahead and get you one, and just keep your fingers crossed, I guess. But I would try to at least start off with two. When I started, I just had two. And then that way, if something happened on one, at least you have one still working, and then you can either, if something happened, it may be good. If somebody totals one of your cars, then the insurance company gonna probably pay you more than you paid for it. That's what's good about this business. It's kind of like a no-lose situation. I bought a car last year. I might have paid $7,000 for that car, and I rented out all year. I rented out for almost about a year. I might have made about $10,000-$12,000 off of that car. Like I said, you're gonna make $1,000 a month. Okay, so I made that because that's minus oil changes and little maintenance and shit like that, right? So then somebody wrecked it. Now keep in mind, I'm already $3,000 up. Somebody wrecked that car. Somebody totaled it. So the insurance company paid me $8,000. Okay. So I was like, well, damn, this car is paid for twice. So, well, really, like a time and a half. So I decided I was thinking about getting it fixed, but I was like, let me just quit while I'm ahead, because it really wasn't that bad. I probably could have got it fixed for under $1,000 and put it right back on the market. But I'm like, let me quit while I'm ahead. I sold it to somebody else for like $1,000 because it was wrecked. It was totaled. So I sold it to somebody for like $1,000. Okay. Now, I sold it to him because he has a car like that one that's broken. He just wanted to take parts off of that one and put on the other one. So we sat up there and talked about it. And he said he don't necessarily need the title. I might not need to tell that. Well, I am gonna tell it because I'm not trying to do nothing wrong on purpose. So I sold it to him, but I still got the title. He said he don't need the title. So he said he was gonna pretty much break the car down. So I don't think he's gonna be driving around. I might need to rethink that, because if he drives that car around, I'm still the legal owner of that car, because I never give him the title. But I'm thinking the good part is, if he break that car down and never ever put it back together, never ever driving, I still got the title. I could take loans out against that car. That's why I ain't giving the title now, because I got a loan out against it, and I need to, whenever I pay the loan off of it, then I can get the title back. But if he don't ever want the title, and he not gonna ever drive the car, I could take loans out against that car forever. That's the good thing about ownership. You can always borrow against your assets. So this video is 14 minutes now. It's gonna be right about 15 minutes by the time I shut up. So I'm going to do that. I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna go ahead and try to wind down for the day, because it's been a long one, but it's been a very prosperous day. Prosperity. Let's look backwards on that, but that's what I keep above my head all the time. You understand? Because I'm in love with prosperity. So yeah, I'm gonna see y'all in the morning. I was gonna say if I feel like picking the phone up, but I need to beat that habit. I don't be doing stuff because I don't feel like it, and I want y'all to do better, so I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna put these videos on here, and I don't know, just so you could just watch me and listen. I don't really have the teacher skill to have like a bullet points and all. It's hard for me to teach like that. You can watch me, and you can start leaving comments. Like, share, subscribe. I probably should start saying that too. Leave comments. I'll answer questions, and we're gonna grow from here. We're gonna do this together as always. See you in the morning.